If you are only using Postman to send requests to real APIs, it might come as a surprise that you can also create and test against fake APIs, which opens up all sorts of advantages for testing and rapid prototyping. Let me show you why mock servers are one of the most underrated features in Postman. Today, I'm going to show you how to use Postman's mock servers with agent mode to spin up real, functional API prototypes that your entire team can work with immediately. And I'm also going to show you how you can adapt them into production-ready APIs. Before we get started, let me know in the comments what part of API development slows your team down the most. The one I often hear about is when front-end devs are waiting for the backend specs to stabilize so they can start their work. If that sounds familiar, then I can't wait for you to see how mock servers can help with this. Make sure to stick around. All right, let's get into it. The thing about waiting for backend APIs is that it creates this bottleneck where front-end teams are regularly getting blocked. They can't start building or validating their designs because their work is dependent on the backend being in a usable state. So we're going to create mock servers using agent mode to eliminate that wait. And this will enable your front-end and backend teams to work in parallel. Let me show you what I mean. Starting from scratch in a blank workspace, I'm going to open agent mode in Postman and ask, create an appointment scheduling API with CRUD endpoints, plus authentication, and filtering by provider or date. Setting this up manually by myself is a substantial project. Realistically, that's a couple of focused days to hit the happy path with the basic functions, and closer to a week if I want to add validation, meaningful test cases, and things like that. So as soon as it's done thinking, I'll have a complete collection structure with all the REST endpoints: post for creating appointments, get for listing or retrieving them, put for rescheduling, and delete for cancellations. It's adding the proper HTTP methods and request bodies, and keeping everything organized. Now that my API is defined, I'll have agent mode spin up the mock server. It automatically assigns mock URLs and makes it easy to save them as variables. Since this mock API is for a healthcare clinic, it's going to have some domain-specific requirements. So when I have it generate example responses, I'm going to ask agent mode to help me simulate some safeguards for HIPAA compliance. It's important to note that agent mode is not a compliance expert, but it'll get me on the right track with things like masking patient details. So instead of appointment for patient Sarah Chen not found, we wanted to say something more like appointment not found. Hopefully, it'll also include stuff like auditing records access and security headers for enforcing HTTPS. This is going to take some time since it's adding multiple example responses for all of the requests that were just created. I'm going to grab some coffee. It regenerates all the error examples, so 400 for invalid requests, 401 for missing auth, 404 not found. So we still have all the helpful status codes, but no private health information, which is critical for healthcare. The errors are specific enough that the front-end team still knows how to handle them, but they're general enough to not identify anyone. The next thing we need to do to make the prototype feel more realistic is to show different scenarios that the API needs to handle. We want to demonstrate how the API responds to different situations. So let's do this with mock server examples. Mock servers work by matching requests to saved examples. Let me show you how to create some different scenarios. I'm going to go to the create appointment endpoint and ask for multiple examples. It's looking at the existing examples in context to decide what additional examples might be useful. That's a pretty good variety already. Now I'm going to request some examples for different availability scenarios. Let's see what it gives us. Now I have all of these different specific scenarios that will each return different data. So when the front-end team tests the appointment availability UI with different real-world scenarios, they'll see some providers fully booked, some with limited slots, and some with open availability, without needing to have a real backend built yet. By the way, before we get this prototype ready for production, if you're enjoying this tutorial, don't forget to like this video so we know to create more content like this. Now we're going to turn this prototype into the contract for your production API. Let me show you how we can make that transition. First off, we've already got documentation. Postman generated that from the collections. All the endpoints, examples, parameters, errors, everything. And anytime we update those collections, these docs update too. And you can also publish them to your own domain if you need them to exist outside Postman as well. Next, we're going to need production-ready tests. Agent mode is going to analyze all of the existing mock examples, look at the response structure, and start verifying required fields and validating data types. It's going to give us a full suite of test scripts. So then when the backend actually implements all these endpoints, the test will verify that the implementation matches the prototype. Any discrepancies, like different field names, wrong status codes, or missing data, it'll show up immediately. Next up, so we used a variable for our base URL, which points to our mock server. When the backend is actually implemented, I can flip the environment to production and change that environment variable to the real production URL. Everything else is going to stay the same: tests, docs, front-end integration. So this is the complete flow. Product defines appointment and scheduling requirements. Agent mode generates the prototype in a few minutes. Teams review and iterate on the design, making sure the appointment booking, provider availability, patient access all work correctly. Front-end starts building the scheduling UI against the mock server immediately. Backend implements the endpoints one by one, replacing mocks with real implementations that connect to your actual scheduling database. And tests run continuously to ensure implementation matches the prototype and maintains HIPAA compliance. Your team's velocity is everything. This workflow removes a lot of the overhead that comes along with coordination across teams. Front-end isn't blocked waiting for backend. Backend has a clear spec. Stakeholders gave input early when changes are cheap. And everyone's working toward the same well-defined contract. Then, when your backend team deploys, the same tests that validated your prototype now validate your production API. And that's it. With mock servers, you can take API prototyping from weeks to minutes. What API challenge could rapid prototyping solve for your team? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear. And be sure to check out our channel for more videos on mock servers and all things API. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.